No emissions from this vehicle. Obviously, there are emissions from the source that's generating the electricity, but the fantastic thing is we are getting to benefit from the economies of scale. All of that electricity is being generated already, and so the power plants are managing their emissions as well.
And if we move to another type of system, let's say solar, we eliminate it completely. And there's no reason for us not to. Well, I have to tell you, Nikola would be proud.
I hope so.
Yeah, you guys are great. I can't wait to get my own, actually.
Me too.
Yeah.
And the Tesla team didn't stop the innovating with the car's engine. They're breaking the mold with the frame as well.
David and I are standing in front of the skeleton of the Tesla car, right?
That's right. This is the extruded bonded aluminum chassis. What's interesting here is when we're building an EV, you're looking at a couple things. One, you want to keep the mass down. You got to keep the car light, and you want to keep it very strong and stiff because it is a sports car. So we looked at how race cars are put together, and we realized that's the kind of chassis that would best suit our purposes. It's an aluminum tub type design, and what this allows us to do is build a car with a low curb weight that gives us that amazing range and performance that we're after.
Normally, I guess we'd find, what, steel in our traditional cars?
That's right. So for an SUV, you might have a ladder type construction where it's like an H pattern of steel beams with a body bolted on top. With a passenger car, it's usually a stamped steel floor pan. But neither one of those rivals what a race car gives you in terms of chassis capability for handling, stiffness, and safety.
There's no doubt about it. This baby's a real looker. But what I'm dying to know is, how do you charge her up?
Well, each car comes with a charging station, which is this device right here. This is something that you would have installed in your garage. It usually runs off your dryer circuit, so an electrician would come in and wire this for you. This is what gives you that quick charge up time. So you basically treat your car like a cell phone, where you plug it in overnight and it's ready for use in the morning. Of course, what makes our car a little bit different from the EVs of the past is that there's a charging unit on board. So when you're out on the road, you can plug into a standard wall outlet or whatever power source is available. And that's accomplished with a mobile charging kit that has a series of different adapter heads on it. So if you're out on the road and you need to top off, you can do that without using this charging station.
Although the mobile charging kit's convenient for charging up in a pinch, it's not as fast as the regular charging station. So Tesla's creating agreements with hotel chains and restaurants to house their ultra-quick built-in charging station. This will let Tesla owners charge up in a hurry while they're out on the town. And looking into the future, it seems certain that battery technology will continue to improve.
Every year they carry a little bit more energy. Every year they cost a little bit less money. Today we can make electric cars that are a little bit expensive but still are great performance. 10 years from now we should be able to make a car with 400 miles driving range and would cost actually less than the battery pack in our current car. I think the future of cars is definitely electric.
This confidence has taken Tesla Motors a long way, but there are still some who question going electric as an eco-friendly solution to our petroleum dependence.
And what about this argument that we're simply moving the tailpipe down the road to the power plant? I mean, we're still using coal to create the electricity, right?
That's true, but that is not a full analysis. If you look at how efficient the car itself is, you realize that even using the dirtiest sources of electricity, meaning like a coal plant, our net emissions are still lower. Electricity is energy agnostic, so it can come from dirty sources, but it can also come from clean sources like solar or wind, for example.
Buy an electric car and put solar panels on the roof of your house. That's what I'm doing. The solar panels on my house will not only power my entire house, but provide enough electricity for all the driving I do too. So I won't be using any oil, natural gas, coal, anything. It'll all be solar.
It's clear that this car could change the future of automobiles forever. But what about an option for those of us who don't have an extra 100K lying around? While the Tesla team is working away, let's check out an electric car that's on the roads right now and starts at an easier to stomach 13 grand.